Hey guys, I'm MegaGWolf and welcome to the Sonic Fan Showcase. Today we'll be looking at a fan game that I can only describe as unique. Cause believe me, no matter how much you look at any fan game ever made, you're not gonna find one anything like this. Well, that could be a good thing, it can also be a bad thing, but I'll leave that for you to decide after you've seen this. So let's have a look at Sonic Nebulous. Now I know that some people will probably know this or remember this from when I streamed it a few weeks ago. Others may know it from various articles about its interesting direction. But for those who don't know, oh, you're in for a treat. The game is quite lengthy, I haven't actually beaten it yet, oh god though, have I tried. And the game has quite a number of characters. Now this is where you're going to start seeing some of the interesting directions the fan creator went with some of the character designs. I'm just scrolling through them, and by all means tell me in the comments which you think might be your favourite. But most of them do have their own unique set of skills and abilities to use, which is nice considering. And a vast majority of them have a move that can completely break the game, so that actually gives this a really different fun factor than I think was originally intended. Now I've picked the best character in the game, that's a complete lie, but you'll see why I like him in a moment when we actually get into the Great Forest, the first stage within the game. I'm just gonna let this sink in for a couple of seconds. Oh man, I could not stop the laughter when I first played this character. He is more over the top than any of the other characters, I think, and that's only because he has a voice clip for every time he attacks. That doesn't mean, though, that there aren't any other hilarious and awesome characters to use in this game. See, if you look at it, and all the characters that's been put in, and all the levels, and all the attention to detail, you can clearly see that they've tried to make a proper, pretty decent game. And although I don't know if they did some of these art choices on purpose to make the game feel different, maybe a little bit grittier, I'm not sure, but the overall point of making a fan game would be to enjoy it, or for other people to enjoy it. But I think for the reasons I enjoy it, probably aren't what the creator expected people to enjoy it for. Although having said all this, I don't know the original motivation of the person who made it, or maybe a team, people. Either way, I still enjoy the hell out of this game, but for all the wrong reasons. As stated before, the art style that the game takes is a lot more gritty than the usual Sonic the Hedgehog we're used to. Very dull and brownish colours, using dark tones for any colour that actually is in the game. Character design seems to resemble the original characters, but they've been modified to look different. So it definitely scores points for uniqueness when it comes to the art design. The game is quite stable, although it does have a few bugs. You see, you get it, because bugs. Oh yeah, and actual bugs too, yeah. When it comes to things like level layout, the game can be a bit confusing though, because what with its lack of any clearly obvious ways to go, sometimes you can get a bit lost. And at the same time, other parts can be pretty linear. As long as you're going right, like you would in a normal Sonic game, you're okay. It can feel a bit clunky and cluttered sometimes, and that's probably due to the art style yet again, and enemy placements aren't too bad. I've only run into some really annoying stuff, and that is later on in the game. The music from the game is probably the thing that intrigues me the most. A lot of it seems to be kind of almost smooth jazz sometimes, and I don't know how it fits as well as it does. It's very odd. But each stage has its own music, and it fits quite nicely, so I suppose that's one thing I can't complain about. Overall, the experience of playing this game can't be explained in this video. Of course, as per usual, I'm going to link the site I got this version at least in the description, and I want you to play this and tell me what you think, what your personal experience was for this game. Hell, leave it as a video response if you want to. Overall, the art design is weird. The levels are interesting, if all over the place. There are plenty of different characters to use, some I don't even remember. each with their own set of skills to use across the levels, and a ton of levels. So, you could find some enjoyment out of this yet. But that's all I had to say about Sonic Nebulous. I'm MegaGWolf, and I'll see you on the next Sonic Fan Showcase. Unknown Variable, Ninja Star. Okay, well, my advice is not to use that one.